President said that it's all there in the executive order creating ICAD. All she had to do was to present a new program of government with respect to the program against illegal drugs, meaning to say a program better or effective than the previous ones, which she criticized as failure or ineffective. But more than 2 weeks have elapsed. She has not presented any scheme or program or envisioned by her by which she can implement the very purpose of ICAD. Those are the reasons. Yes.
Sir, when did the President decide about firing VP Leni? Because I understand in his interview on Saturday morning, madaling araw, he even apologized to the Vice President for believing on alleged fake news about the Vice President's invite.
I was talking to him earlier precisely because of that. And he disclaimed, he denied that he has apologized.
But based on the transcript, sir, ang sabi po ni Presidente, that must have been the false news. If I believed in false news, it is still news. And you only learn it is false after it has come up. News yan. So if she says that's false news, ako, I believe her. And I am sorry because I said you only realize that it is false news when the news comes out.
Oh, I don't know what he's just saying. He's sorry that he relied on false news. In fact, I asked him about that. He said, and I told him, oh, but there's scroller there and there's transcript saying, and you said that you're apologizing to her. His statement was, and I quote him, if it was indeed an apology, he said, I'm not only apologizing, I'm firing her. And I said, when? Now. So I asked him if I could announce it. Yes. That would be my departure message.
Sec, is 2 weeks reasonable for
More than 2 weeks already. When was she appointed ba?
announcement for October 28 and then formal appointment
28?
about 3 days later, mga ganon?
O ano na ba ngayon? 20, ano na nga? 25 na. October pa pala. Matatapos na November. Almost a month.
Pero bakit, di ba ka-apologize niya then he fired her? Bakit nagkaroon
Hindi
ng
nga,
sabi?
sinasabi niya hindi naman apology yun.
Apologize yung sabi niya dun
No, sinabi niya, I'm sorry na about that, kung false news man yun.
Well, sige.
So does it mean, sir, that the President does not believe that the Vice President invited some of those foreign personalities? Kasi if he is apologizing for believing on alleged fake news?
You must remember that there was a tweet coming from Mr. Klein. And the tweet was very clear, apparently in response to an invitation from the Vice President, that he was ready, he has packed and is ready to come to the Philippines. And in fact, he made some suggestions, among which it was to arrest the President. You know what she should have done, as I said in my saying, she should have gone to the ground. She could have gone to the local communities, asked the people there how they were dealing with the drug menace, their problems about them, instead of talking with foreign institutions which have no first-hand knowledge of the drug problem in this country.
Secretary, ibig ba sabihin nito maski kailan at maski anong posisyon, hindi na magiging bahagi ng Duterte administration si Vice President Robredo?
We do not know about that. What is clear for now is that the President just terminated her services as co-chair of ICAD.
Was it because she is a part of the opposition? Yun ba talaga ang dahilan?
Well, in the very first place, he said that the reason why he could not trust her on classified information is because she belongs with the opposition, apart from not knowing her personally.
If that's the case, hindi ba pwedeng sabihin, politika lang yung pag-appoint sa kanya to expose her inability to lead or to govern?
Not really. In fact, as we said repeatedly, the offer was very sincere, giving her the opportunity to help in the campaign because she's been criticizing it. That is why precisely she was given such appointment, so she would be given the chance to assist in the campaigns against illegal drugs. It was a rare opportunity for an opposition leader to be included in the administration.
But sir, during the PRESSCON of President Duterte last week, nangyari na lahat yun na hindi nag-present si Vice President ng program na nakausap niya yung US at saka yung UN. Pero it was clear based on the statement of the President na he is not firing VP Leni because she's working.
Yes, but subsequent...
What changed his mind?
Subsequent to that, there was this statement from former Senator Pangilinan telling the President, just fire her. And then there was that other statement of the Vice President herself, daring the President, tell me to my face, if you don't like me, fire me. Effectively, she was daring the President to fire her.
So it was the statement coming from the opposition, yun yung nakapagpabago ng isip niya.
I think that added to the decision of the President.
Sir, what would you say to some critics seeing some observations online? May suspicions na because of the timing.
May ano?
Suspicions na because of the timing of this announcement. Considering na parang the talk of the town is yung criticisms about the hosting of these meetings. Na parang this is a way to pivot off the game.
You know, the hosting of the Games is only limited to that quadrant, and majority of the Filipinos are criticizing the opposition or that particular person for criticizing the making of a quadron by a national artist. I think there is a unanimity of opinion that the criticism is without ground.
Sir, hindi yung cauldron, yung aberya ngayon ng ibang
No, but you know,
competition out.
we already issued a statement on that, and the SEA Games organizer have apologized. You know, you cannot discount any delays, incident of non-transport, or late checking in, given the fact that there are so many athletes coming to the Philippines. Natural lang yon.
Pero Sec, why not just respond? Kasi we understand President or Vice President Leni already sent a letter seeking clarification on the scope of her powers. Bakit hindi na lang i-respond muna? Baka sakaling pag sumagot si Presidente, baka maliwanagan siya.
As I told you, Ace, during the previous press briefing, one, that's too late in coming. Second, the very question precisely has already been answered by the very executive order creating that ICAD. It's there. That's why, if you remember during the press briefing, I've been suggesting to her, you need some more powers, then you seek audience with the President. Don't let the President invite you. It should be you, because you are now the appointee, and it's your duty, if you so desire, see the President and ask him if you have some more powers in mind to be added to yours. But he never did that. She never did that. She did that only when the President already made a public statement against her.
So how would you assess the performance of VP Leni
Partly,
for the past 20, I think 20 days? Was it like wala, zero, or?
you know why? My suggestion from the very start is, since you have criticized the administration's drive against illegal drugs as being one, a failure, or ineffective, then you must have already some ideas or measures or tasks in your mind. But you never presented that for the last 3 or 4 weeks. We have not heard of that, whether publicly or privately.
So she's a failure.
Apparently.
Pero walang...
And you know, as I said in my statement, when when the issue is the very lives of people, delay of one day is like eternity. This government cannot just twiddle its thumb and sit idly, waiting for a show of flashes of brilliance from the Vice President to perform.
But wouldn't you say that 20 days is far too short, considering that the President...
It's not even 20 days, more than that.
Considering the President himself promised during the campaign that he could solve the drug problem in 6 months.
Yes, but she never presented any program at all. Have you heard her present any problem? Moreover, you must remember that it's the VP Leni herself asking the President to fire her. Don't forget that. If you were the appointing power, how would you receive that kind of dare and taunt?
I think the statement coming from the Vice President was, sabihin na lang niya.
Exactly. Oh, ano bang tingin mo doon? If you don't want me, tell me to my face. In effect, ganun ang sinasabi niya. Di fire mo ako.
So was the President offended by that statement?
In other words, the President is calling the dare. If she was bluffing, well, the President just called the bluff. Dalawang humihingi ng firing niya. Yung Presidente ng Liberal Party where she belongs and herself. Eh dati ka nang maraming missteps, dadagdagan mo pa. Ikaw pang nagmamalaki. Medyo...
How would you respond sir, to critics who would say na parang the Vice President sa sinabi na ready na ba kayo sa akin? And parang,
matagal ko lang sinabi. Di ba, nung unang araw ko lang sinabi niya, ready na ba kayo sa akin? Di ba, sabi ko, matagal na, kaya ka nga in-appoint eh.
Kaya nga sir, parang he's now fired.
Ay, wala nga siyang ginawa eh. Can't you understand that? Kasi kung ako yung in her position, I would have presented the program kagad. This is my program, Mr. President.
Did the Vice President ever request to meet the President?
Never nga, di ba? First day pa lang, sinasuggest ko yun. Di ba tinanong niya ako, what could the Vice President do? She could seek audience with the President. Since she was already, as I said earlier, di ba sabi ni President, I'll appoint a member of the cabinet. Oh, member ka na ng cabinet, dapat nag-request ka na kagad. Eh, nag-aantay pa siya ng imbitasyon. Eh, ang problema kasi nakikinig siya sa mga advisors niya eh. Mas maganda na yun nung tinanggap niya, hindi siya nakinig eh. Sana tinuloy-tuloy niya na.
Sir, hindi ba na-foresee ng administration na this is exactly what the Vice President will do once she gets the position, considering yung mga criticisms niya or public statements on how the drug war should be run?
Oh, hindi naman. Alam mo, ang tao pwede naman magbago eh. Precisely, binibigyan ka ng opportunity to change your outlook. Kasi nandun ka na sa loob eh. Iba kasi yung outlook mo pa nasa labas ka. Kasi nandun ka sa loob. Hindi ba meron siyang pinupuri niya ngayon yung isang rehabilitation center. Oh. Kasi nakapasok siya eh. Nakita niya na. Yun nga ang kaibahan, kaya nga pagkakataon na sa kanya sana. But she blew it.
With regard yung claim nyo na wala siyang Venezuela program, well, previous reports quoted her as saying
That?
she already submitted 2 recommendations and she was about to submit the 3rd one.
Hindi, ano na yan, subsequent to the public statement of the President. Yung, di ba Tuesday bumanat si Presidente, Tuesday din nagsubmit siya nung scope of authority niya. And then subsequent to that, nagsubmit pa rin siya ng 2. Subsequent to that scope of authority query.
Sir, ano yung response ng Presidente when he read?
Una, tinanong ko siya, Mr. President, natanggap mo ba? Sabi niya, alam mo naman yung mga dokumento, parang ikaw yon, yung lamesa mo. Pag dumating ang sulat, hindi naman kagad mababasa yun. Sa dami, siyempre, kumbaga, nakapila ka dyan.
Bakit hindi na lang basahin muna para baka malay mo maayos yung pinadala?
Ikaw naman. This is the President doing something for the country. Ang daming trabaho ng Presidente. Noon pa sana niya ginawa yun. Pero, hindi ba sabi ko, first day of appointment pa lang, dapat umano ka na kagad kay Presidente. Knock at the door of Malacanang. Kung yung ordinaryo tao, nakakapasok sa Malacanang, yung pang Vice Presidente.
Meron namang
Pero
staff.
sabi niya, I will not go there unless invited.
Sir, did the
Sabi ni
President...
Presidente, ha? Bakit siya mag-aantay sa appointing power na imbitahan siya? In-appoint na nga kita eh. Do your work.
Sir, based on the statements of the Vice President, parang she focused a lot of her efforts on rehabilitation. Was this something that the President did not like as far as her direction was
Anong pinokus sa rehabilitation? May ginawa na ba siya sa rehabilitation?
from her statements,
Bumisita lang siya.
she went to...
O, hanggang doon lang. Wala namang, alam mo, kung talagang meron kang magandang proyekto, meron ka ng programa. Ito ang gagawin natin, ito yung ginagawa niyo, ito yung akin.
Baka nga
Kasi, hindi, kasi, you must remember that she had been criticizing the administration. When you're criticizing a work, that means, alam mong mali ang trabaho mo, meron akong mas maganda dyan. Otherwise, hindi ka magkikriticize. How will you know na failure yan? Kung hindi mo alam na merong mas maganda na magsasucceed. But she never presented any program.
Pero sir, you just admitted that the palace has received yung mga programs na sinend.
Hindi, sinasabi ni Presidente, kung nandyan man yan, hindi ko pa nababasa yan. Kasi syempre, pag may request ka, hindi ba dokumento everyday, nagpa-pile up yan.
So, Sec, it's not entirely accurate to say din na wala siyang sinubmit or wala siyang pinadalang
Oh, but after na binanatan siya. Yun ang pinupunto ko kanina pa, hindi nyo ako iniintindi. Nag-submit lang siya nung sinabi ni Presidente, hindi ako nagtitiwala sa'yo dahil yung mga ginagawa mo mali. That was the time siya nag-submit.
So sir, what will the President do with those recommendations? Will he still
Ewan ko.
reconsider?
Lahat naman binabasa ni Presidente. Whether he will act on it, si Presidente kung magandang suggestion mo.
So sir, can we say that the palace did not exert any effort to consider...
Bakit naman the palace will be exerting effort? The Vice President should have exerted effort na from day one pa lang meron na siyang prinisintang programa.
From day one, sir.
Of course, when you're, as I said, criticize mo yung trabaho ng gobyerno, meron ka ng alam na mali. At meron ka ng alam na suggestion na anong dapat gawin. Kasi kung hindi mo alam na alin ang tama, how can you say na mali ang ginagawa mo? You get the point? How can you criticize something if you don't even know if it's that good or not?
Sir, in appointing VP Leni, what are the expectations of the administration on how she will do her job?
Sinagot ko na rin yan, tinanong mo na rin yan noon. Ang administration will not expect something from you. Kaya kayo na point, dahil ikaw ang nag-umpisa na mali yan. Okay, mali. O sige, ano bang i-appoint ka na para makita mo yung maganda. Wala ka namang ginawa eh.
So the moment that she accepted the post, she should have already a program.
Dapat mayroon na siyang programa kagad. Kasi bakit ka nagkikriticize na masama?
Sir, bakit,
Kung hindi mo palalaw na mayroon ka mabuti.
bakit po kayo hindi tinawag, halimbawa, ni Presidente?
Bakit ka siya tatawagin? Sinabi, ikaw rin, hindi ka na rin nakikinig eh. Ang sabi ko sa iyo, ang sabi ni Presidente, bakit akong tatawag sa kanya? In-appoint ko na nga siya. It's her job to come to me and explain to me what do you want? Ano pang gusto mo? Sabihin mo sa akin kung anong gusto mo.
Pero sir, di ba there was an initial plan to invite the Vice President? Because I recall parang there was a statement from the palace saying that the President will invite the...
Oo, sinabi niya. Kasi alam mo naman si President, gentleman niya. Imbitahan ko yan. Pero ikaw, you don't have to be invited. In-appoint ka na nga eh. Chairperson.